guys, how y'all doing today? Hey, this is Bubba here. I was going to talk about becoming a chicken owner. I'm having hard times today. My cameraman Scoob, he ain't here with me, so I'm having to try to film this all by myself without any tripods or anything. So I'm gonna do the best I can. Well, first of all, when you're getting your chicks, you need to think about proper location. You know, making sure you have a good shady area for your coop to be. That way they can have some nice shade in the summer and stuff. And you'd also like to say you need at least 3 feet per chicken for in the coop. So like my coop's 4x8, that'd be 32 square feet. I got 7, so I need 21. I'm at 21 square feet, so I still have plenty of room. And I use the deep litter method in it, and that's just basically where you just put down a good layer of shavings about 3 to 4 inches deep. And as time goes, and if you start to smell a little smell in it, you just throw you some more shavings down in there, and they will keep it turned over as they scratch around inside the coop and turn that gray matter into brown. So then if you got a garden, you can use that for good compost. But right now I don't have a garden, so I just sort of throw it out over into the woodland. But I know when I first got my chickens, I was sort of scared to death. That's why I'm making this video for people who are thinking about or interested in getting chicks. Yeah, I was terrified. I had chicks when I was younger, but of course I didn't take care of them. I was just a little kid. My grandmother did. But I just watched some YouTube videos. Like if anybody's watching my video, I just watched other people's and got the basics down and the proper care of how to take care of them. And basically it all just comes down to, like I said, in your coop space, making sure you have the proper room for your chickens. Keep fresh water every day, 2 times a day if needed, and feed. And if you don't, I let mine come out in free range a lot, so they get their grit. So if you're in the the suburbs or somewhere like that you can't let your chickens get out in free range, you can get at your local feed store, get some grit for them, and that will help gets in their gizzard and helps grind up their food so they can digest it easier. But there's not a whole lot to it. It's actually pretty easy, and it's been a really fun process and a new learning process for me. Like I said, my first coop I built, the 4x8. That is 32 square feet. I got 7 chickens. Got 3 feet per chicken. That's 21. So I still have plenty of room, and I have no problems with odor whatsoever. That stays nice, dry, clean, no smell. It seems to work out pretty good. Now I do have this other coop down here at my grandmother's, which actually was her old storage building she wasn't using anymore, and it is a 10 by 12 storage building that I have tucked, and I've made a run onto it. And I have 5 little girls in here, down there, and 2 ducks that I didn't want, but my little boy had to have. But anyways, and like I said, it's a 10 by 12, and they have plenty of room in here too, and it doesn't smell in here none. And at work the other day, I found I guess they used it as a sawhorse or something. But I got it and put me a 2x3 on the top, and I rounded my edges around so it wouldn't be so square. And that made a nice little roost for them. They get up there. I had to come down here, I think, 2 nights in a row and Picked one of them up, set it up here, picked another one up, set it up here till I got all 5 up here. And as soon as I got the 5th one set down, the first 2 kept flying down, and here they all come. But by the 2nd night, I got them on there, and they stayed. They stayed up on the roost all night. But, I mean, as all y'all can see, I just have a simpler little water right here. And over here, I have a simple little feeder. I still got some junk in here I need to get cleaned out of here for them. I won't have to do that when it cools down. I have worked all summer long trying to get these coops built and ready and all that. So it's basically took up my whole summer. So I'm gonna have to take a break to about around fall. And they have plenty. It's this one here, it's actually 8 foot high. It's a good size roost there. I mean, not roost, but run, I'm sorry. Yeah, so if you are thinking about getting chickens, don't worry, don't stress it out. It's really a fun process, and especially when you get to go out there and start getting your eggs. And unfortunately, I haven't gotten any eggs yet. I think my girls are at 18 or 19 weeks old right now. So hopefully here, keep my fingers crossed, sometime soon I'll start getting some eggs. I hear Cash up there crowing. I've got them out free ranging today. They're out picking around in the bugs and stuff, running around the yard. I see Lenny up here in my granny's bushes. I'll walk up here and we'll check them out. But yeah, that turned out to be a pretty nice little coop, which I still have
really has done
a little bit more work to do to it. I'm gonna try to get me one of those chicken doors, automatic chicken doors, and set up on a timer because it's a long walk down here. Oh, and I finally got my jug for my watering system, and I'm gonna have to start getting that put in pretty soon. Sorry about my finger there. I hear Cash up here. There they are.
Back to the legs earlier. Running up there. He comes and bow, smacks me out there. Back to the legs.
Phew, it's been hot.
Feather.
Yeah. There's my little quail in there. I've been working on getting their little coop stained up. I still got to get this part right here. We'll make it match the bigger coop. And here I've been working on Cash's house. My rooster, I'm gonna put him out here. I still got some work to do yet. It's coming along pretty good though. I'll walk inside the run here. What you guys doing? I'll take a peek in here through the door, see what we can see. What you doing, Squeaky? We're in there getting them some fresh water. They'll just come back into the coop here. They've been out free ranging all day. I'm about to shut that door. I'm gonna leave it open. This here is my coop I was talking about down there earlier. I know a lot of you have already seen it, but I'm trying something new on this video. But yeah, so this one here, like I said, I have 7. That's pretty good timing there, Cash. But it's my 4x8 that I was talking about, that I built. I have 7 up here, and it also has a 8-foot run on it here. And then I can also dried it in underneath. Made it come underneath, so they got a total of a 16-foot run. Well, 16 long, that is. What's going on, big guy? Yeah, and this here is basically the shavings from the first day I put them in here and throwed shavings down. I've just been adding to them using the deep litter method, and it really seems to work really great. I got to my fan here to cool down on. I ain't got it turned on today. But up here up here in this coop, I have this water here, and then I have a 7-pound hanging feeder, and I talked about it in one of my last videos. The reason I have it hung up and it's up off the ground is to keep shavings from getting down in here and having to clean that out all the time. But like I said before, I am very proud of this coop here. I took my time and done a lot of hard work to this coop by myself, and it turned out excellent. And here's the backside of my rooster's house. I still gotta work on it. I took the day off. I was tired, so I wanted to rest today before I have to go back to work tomorrow. What you doing, guy? And ignore my mess. I haven't cleaned it up yet from where I've been building all my coops, and I've got cut wood laying everywhere and stuff I gotta get picked up and thrown away. Yeah, I just thought these little guys here were so cute when I seen them at Co-op. I just had to get them, and I don't even know why to this day. I don't know why. But yeah, back to, your chickens. I meant, there's there's not a lot to it, and it's really simple. Like I said, just consider where you're gonna put your coop. Make sure there's, plenty of shade to help keep them cool and stuff, and keep fresh water daily, food. And like I said, if you ain't gonna let them free range where they can get their grit, you can buy some grit at your local feed store, Tractor Supply, or if you have a Co-op. I actually think it's called Flint grit. Flint grit is what it is. And if you got some layers and stuff, you can also get the oyster shell for the layers, and you can mix your Flint and your oyster shell together, and they'll pick through and get what they need out of the grit and as much as they need. And the oyster shell will help with the egg. The shell be harder for their eggs, and it helps give them back their calcium and stuff to the layers. But other than that, I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. You just want to make sure your coop stays clean. It ain't stinking. You don't have a bunch of flies and stuff like that in there. And just keep your numbers at your coop size. You want 3 square feet per chicken. And other than that, you'll be golden. But if you live summers, depending on where you live, I live out here in the country, so I don't have to worry about it. I can have roosters, hens, ducks, whatever I want. But you need to check where you live at and see, if there's any kind of regulations against it. No chickens at all, or sometimes you can have chickens, but you can't have roosters. You can only have hens. That way the rooster ain't out there at 7 o'clock in the morning, waking everybody up. But that's basically it. As far as taking care of your chickens, Now chicks are a little bit different, and I'll make another video on that whenever I get me a new get me a new batch. That's what I was talking about. You might be able to have hens, but you can't have roosters because of that. But yeah, when I get me a new batch of chicks, I'll make a video on, you know, how to care for chicks. And, you know, maybe this video will help somebody, you know, who was like me, who was terrified and like, oh Lord, it's gonna be a process, having to take care of these chickens, how do I do it, and all that. It's fairly simple as far as taking care of chickens. Chicks are a little bit different, like I said. You know, you're gonna have to have a heat lamp or a heat source for them while they're little, and you'll have to have, you know, chick starter feed. And as cute as they are, they can make a mess. But yeah, guys, I hope I was able to help somebody out who was in a situation like I was and that's a little iffy about getting them. If you can, jump at it and get them. I promise you will thank me later, because it's so simple and easy, and you'll have a lot of enjoyment out of them. I know I'm attached to all my chickens. I take care of them. I make sure I lock the coops every night by myself, me and my son. Over here, he's sitting over here drinking him some Kool-Aid. He acts like he's thirsting to death. But me and him come out, we'll shut the coops every night, make sure they're in, shut the doors, lock the doors, come out every morning. When we get up, unlock them, let them out. Just try to take care of them and like I said, you will enjoy every moment of it. So thanks again, and if you wouldn't mind, please go subscribe to help support the channel, because the more support I get, the more things I want to do. I want to add more on, maybe get some more animals, different type of animals besides chickens, some goats. You know, with the support from Yuns, I can possibly go do that. So if you would, please go like and subscribe, and go ahead and hit that notification bell for future videos. And you all have a good evening. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.